So that's that sorted. Okay, so that should now be recording. So I'm sorry about last week, especially sorry to Trisha, who did actually try to attend. I did post on the website the 5 sketches, things we've got. Well, there's supposed to be 5 Mondays, but we're now down to 4 Mondays. So really, each week, just pick one, do what you like. I did actually, believe it or not, do a sample of one. So this was my sample from that one.
Ooh.
So there's a bit of Wink Stella on there. Kept it simple, mostly paper, but although that bit is stamped and the inside is stamped as well. So that was my number 2. So I have actually already die cut 1 circle. So I could do any of those 3 if I wanted to. And I can't quite make up my mind. I think I'm going to go for that one. Is anyone else going to go for the first one today?
Yep.
No.
No? Anyone going for the second?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
I am.
Okay. So that's all of us then. There's 2 of us going for that, I think, and there's 2 going for that. Okay. So I'm going to just, I'm going to leave mine there. I'm going to try and keep it pretty simple. And I should say, a lot of these, if you don't like the orientation, there's no reason why you can't simply.
I'll go for a different one.
You go for whichever one, because you're going to have to do that one at some point.
Okay.
Necessarily now we're down to 4 weeks instead of 5.
Yeah.
You could skip it, yes.
Yeah. So, but I was going to say, there's no reason why you can't flip it so that you're doing landscape. You know, some of these will work whichever way you want. I don't know if it will work that way. That one definitely wouldn't, I don't think. That one would be okay because it's kind of a mirror anyway. But anyway, so yeah, you can do whatever you want. And although these are circles and rectangles, you could get away with having a different shape. So if you don't have a circle, but you really want to do that sketch, if you've got a big die that you could use to make an area, then go for it. I guess you could use a square or whatever. And similarly, the rectangles, if you've got other shapes that are rectangular, then you can use those. But anyway, I'm going to put that up there out my way. So I have my circle. I've decided for my sins. I'm grabbing all my old paper at the moment. So I've got what is it? I can never remember what it's called. The Flowering Zinnias paper, which were an online exclusive from Stampin' Up. No idea if they're still in stock.
No.
So, but whatever paper you have. So I'm going to just take those whole sheets out. Do have some partial sheets as well, but I don't know what's on the other side of that. Oh, maybe not. I think that green's a bit too much. Oh, that pink's okay. So that's Melon Mambo, that much I do know. And I've got these 3, so could I guess use those as well. So what do I need? I might need to do the base of the card, and I need to do 3 rectangles or squares. But I think these, are they all the same width? No, they're not. But they might work. Okay, right. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with my base card. And I think I'm going to do the Berry Burst. See, I made that effort to go and find the ink pad that I put away somewhere. That's that. And I'm going to get I'm going to make my base card. I'm just going to cut that in half. at the usual 14.9, 14.85 and score it again at 10.5 centimetres. So that's my base card. And there's also no reason why you can't add extra layers if you want to. But I think I'm just going to put this as my base colour. Actually, looking at that, I'm not so sure. I might end up going for Flirty Flamingo. See if that looks any better. What do you reckon? Berry Burst or Flirty Flamingo as base card?
Very best. Oh,
Can't support Joanna.
Yeah.
I'm staying out of this.
Oh, cheers.
No, come on. She asked for an
Come on.
opinion.
Yep,
Well, come on, show me which one is which.
that's
Can you come
Flirty
up large,
Flamingo,
please?
and that's Flirty Flamingo, and that's Berry Burst.
I think I would berry burst.
Right,
That's
you
fine.
have the deciding vote.
I'm outnumbered. That's fine.
So if it's wrong, it's my fault.
That's okay. It's not wrong.
and mine.
I mean, I could actually, if I was inclined, actually go and get some Melon Mambo paper, cardstock. But I'm not going to. So I've cut a piece that fits nicely on there. Although having said that, my flowers are going different ways, but never mind. It's going to get covered up. Now I've got my circle. And I need to decide where I'm going to put that, how much I'm going to cut off. So I think I'm going to cut it there, which means I need a pair of scissors, which would probably help. And all I'm doing is literally holding it against the card, turning it over, and then just cutting it. Actually, I think what I might do now is, now that I've got that, I'll put that in my trimmer to make sure I get a decent cut. That's pretty good, she says. Does it again because it didn't go too well. That's it. So that will sit on the bottom of my card, sort of here, like that. And then I don't know if they're rectangles or squares. You could actually use squares. Depends on how much paper and card you want to use. So I'm going to use my other half of the cardstock. And I think I cut it to be 5 centimeters wide. We want some here. About there. Let's see what that is. I'm going to do it 5 by 6.5, so it's not quite. I'm going to do them both, all of them, 5 by 6.5. I have my 1, 2, 3, and that's going to go kind of there. And then my paper. Which six. Probably being sacrilegious here because I'm just lopping it off the bottom of that rather nice sheet. That was, I'm going to go, instead of doing 4.5, I'm going to do 4 3/4, I think, because I want a smaller gap. gone for a white piece here because I'm actually going to decorate it. To see. I think those will look quite bright and colourful flowers.
Lovely.
What's everybody else going for paper-wise? Anything, or you all just stamping?
I haven't used any paper today.
No.
I used the. No,
Good.
I've only I've used, you know, the sort of generic papers that they get in the in colours.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm using.
Okay, that's good.
And then some flowers, I've forgotten what they're called, but they came in a sort of lilac and in a sort of orange, you know, the roses.
Probably.
I've forgotten what the paper's called, but
All
you'll
right.
see.
Just as well, I'm not testing you on what you're using. I'm not that mean.
Let me go and find out.
No, don't worry. Just carry on. Carry on what you're doing. So, although I've cut my paper so that it's actually a bit wider than so I don't have the full 0.5 centimetre, which means I've got a gap at the bottom. But I'm not worried about that because it's all going to get hidden by that circle anyway. So
it's favoured flowers.
Favoured flowers. Okay.
Don't remember that one.
I don't either.
No.
Obviously, I haven't
You
got
will
it.
when you see it.
You know what? I'm changing my mind on that paper. I've decided it's a little bit too different. I could. Oh, there. How about doing that? That's a bit too much, isn't it? I think I'm going to go and change my.
I like them.
Hmm?
I like that.
You like the green?
Yeah, Carol's not here, so we don't have to worry about that.
Or I could do. I think the leaves are a bit too fussy, aren't they? Yeah, maybe I'll use the green rather than that one. Just because, I don't know, it just didn't seem right. What's that one? Oh, there's that one. What about that?
Nice.
I quite like that because it's a bit different. We're going to do that instead. Oops. I'm still going to cut it at 10 by 14.4. Don't need that. Don't need that. All that. Those bits. I'm going to put that on there. It's got a bit of a lip on it. It's fine. I am determined to get through all of my papers, you know. Don't really want to buy any more until I'm down to my last sheet. But it is going to take me a while. That's the only problem.
Well, that's all right.
Oh, I think that works.
Nice.
Now, I'm not sure. Do I want to take it to the edge of the paper rather than the edge of the card? The sketch shows to the edge of the card, but I actually quite like it to the edge of the paper. I need to glue these on first. As I said, I don't need to worry about these bottom bits because that cut off circle is going to hide it all. Bring this back to make sure I'm happy with it. Yeah, it's fine. So those bits done. And we need to do something on that, which I'm going to stamp an image. And you're going to sit there very patiently and watch me colour it.
Mm.
Or you could fast forward if you're watching this on replay. Those of you watching it live, bear with.
Or you could go offline.
Or you could go offline, but then you won't know when to come back.
No, if you went offline and came back when you'd coloured.
Would you like me to do that?
I'm present, so I can see all of it anyway.
Okay, let's do that. That was a good idea. Let me finish inking that up. Right, let me pause the recording. Okay, so we're back and everybody is finished. So, Angie, would you like to
Yes.
go first?
Okay. Oh, hang on.
That's it.
Can
No,
you
stop.
see?
Oh, no.
Stop there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Okay. So I've used, hang on a minute.
Well,
I've used wild wheat ink,
Right.
vase, and then I've used the embossing folder. I don't know whether you can see on gold.
Yes. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then stamped. I stamped though with a different stamp set. I stamped with the notes and totes one.
Oh, right.
The little flowers on that. And then I
Okay.
just did the little cuppings.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, no,
That's it.
can't see anything of that.
Sorry.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, we can
Okay.
see that now. Yeah.
Right.
Great.
Okay.
Okie
But it's
doke.
all, I sort of used the wild wheat because I think it looks gold.
Right.
gold.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Let's remove there. Trisha.
I've used the same suite as Angie, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Nice.
That's
I
nice.
like that.
So I cut those out of the DSP and I cut that out of the DSP
Right.
and had a rim of gold round that, and that gold embossed the sentiment, and I put little flowers, which you
Very
can't
nice.
Oh.
sort of top
Okay,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
the
see them in the corner. Yeah,
corner,
and in the opposite corner as well.
and bottom.
Diagonally
Nice.
opposite.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
So,
beautiful.
Very
also
pretty.
pretty.
Did you get the DSP in the end then, Trish?
Yes, yeah, I'd got it originally, I'd forgotten.
Oh, okay.
It's nice.
Right. Joanna.
I've used number one,
Oh,
Pretty.
really.
and then at your advice, I cut out
Oh,
some
wow.
bits.
And put
For
them
the
on the stuff.
envelope.
Yeah. Nice.
Lovely.
Lovely.
that.
Yeah. Very nice.
That's worked really well. Right. I suppose
now
you want to
Fiona.
see mine. So this is the one that I've made.
Lovely.
So it's the
Lovely.
zinnias, and I'm amazed that I don't even dare touch these at the moment because I don't know if you can see the sparkle on it. I can't really,
Yeah.
can you?
Yes,
But
yes, you
Yes,
can.
I can.
There is a lot.
Yeah.
Because that was the one that went bloop, and it had a great big bubble on it. It looks like it's actually sort of soaked in and done something nasty. And then I just put a strip of the paper. Well, I put 2 strips in
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
didn't like the way it finished, so I did that. So that was mine, and then that was that first one.
And I didn't use the butterflies today. You did instead.
You didn't
Oh,
use
I chose
butterflies.
butterflies.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so that was those.
Right,
Okay, well,
Louise.
thank you for
Very
joining me.
effective.
So next one's next Monday, and I hope I see you again then.
Yeah.
Let me turn this recording off.
Thank you.